Hey guys, so it looks like the roadmap for the next couple months, December, January, February, March, has come out. Now, this is not a fully exhaustive list of things that are coming out, but a high level look at what's to come. So it's going to be probably missing some things, and I'll make some predictions about when certain things are going to come. But let's dive into it. So first, we're going to have December, and this was already teased slash leaked before, but we are going to be getting Solo, Echidna, and Thaymine as a part of this update, which is great. A lot of new players, a lot of more solo raid focused players have been asking for this for a while, so I'm happy that this is coming, and they're also going to be buffing the solo raid systems as well, adding more kind of helpful tooltips, some better rewards from the solo shop. It's going to be good. It's a good overall update. And then we're going to be getting the story mode for the Kazros raid. So for Belshazzar, we're going to get the story mode for that. And then we're going to be getting some changes to the Elixir and Transcendent system that we saw in Loan last night. Now, if you guys didn't watch that, what it is basically the Elixir system is going to be simplified. So a lot less of the, confusing stuff is going to be removed. I don't know how much better it's going to be, but I would assume that they said, it's not going to require a calculator. So I'm thinking it's going to be a lot better in terms of getting into it, but the RNG is probably going to be very still, similar. And then for Transcendence, you just don't have to play that big old, board game anymore in the same sense. It's now like more of a Monopoly game where you just press the button and you go. So it really is pure RNG at this point. So, we got our wishes, right? We got our wishes to get Transcendence changed so we could just press a button and not have to play a mini game. I mean, I would have personally preferred this remove these two systems and just gave this stuff to us for free. But, beggars can't be choosers, right? Proving Grounds Season 6, I don't really do PvP, but that's there. And then we have an Icy Breakthrough event. This is going to be similar to the past where it's like, clear a certain amount of Thaymines, and then you get the Dark Fires, clear a certain amount of well, it's not Thaymine for this one's Behemoth. Clear a certain amount of behemoths, you get a certain amount of scales, and then I think you'll probably get some gold with that as well. Same with Echidna, and then for honing, whenever you do a certain amount of hones, they'll give you some books and also some gold back. It's one of those missions. So that'll be helpful for anybody who's trying to push characters from 1640 to, higher. Unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like it's helping with advanced honing, which is the biggest issue at the moment. But, any help is good, right? So January 2025, this is going to be the new raid, the Brel raid. And the interesting thing about this is that, well, first off, it's going to be 1670, 1690. So same thing as Korea, 1670 for normal, 1690 for hard. But the interesting thing that they're adding is the new frontier system. So instead of nerfing the raid week 1 for us, what they're going to do is, from what I can tell, they're going to keep the raid difficulty similar to what it is in Korea week 1, but as time goes on, the HP and damage for the raid will automatically go down. The stages progress automatically as time goes down. So this, in my opinion, is pretty nice for people who are a little bit late to the party, or maybe they're just, they don't have like the best character, or maybe they're trying to pug, they don't have a static, and week 1 rating is just extremely hard for them. Well, it's not going to be continually hard. After a while, it's going to get nerfed automatically. I don't know how long it's going to take for these nerfs to come in, but overall, it should be a system that will help newer players and more casual players get into these raids. Now, being the latest raid, it's probably still going to be pretty dang difficult, but at the same time, these slight alleviations, let's just call them, are going to be helpful for newer players trying to get into the game. Sadly, I still don't think that this really helps with gatekeeping too much. Let's be real, no matter how easy a raid is, people still gatekeep like crazy. But at least if you get into the party, you get into the raid, you're going to be able to have a much easier time clearing it. So we'll see how this is implemented. We'll see how often they do these kind of nerfs, and then how big these nerfs are to see if this system really works. It's a brand new system. They said it works with Smilegate to get this working. So I think it's an interesting idea that, it's worth a try, right? We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. Now, the 3rd anniversary celebration is coming in, and we're going to get some gifts here. And also, they mentioned that they were going to give us an end of the year gift as well. Yeah. And then February, we're going to be getting the new class. Personally, I would have loved to see us get a simultaneous release with this class with Korea, but I guess it is what it is. Personally, I mentioned this in the other video, I think, but I'm not super excited about this. Maybe if it's a transform class, I would be excited. I think there's one build that's a human form and one build that's kind of like a transform build, but I don't know how transforming it really is. So we'll have to see. I wasn't super excited about this class, but you know, I'm sure some people are. And then we are getting the progression events. So we're going to get more holding help and stuff like that, which is good. And then in March, it looks like there's a lot less details here. Music Box of Memories, they said that they're going to be updating a little bit and giving us more like, you know, progression events to support the new class, the Wild Soul event class. And then looking ahead, you know, talking about the future, talking about 2024 and the class, just overall, just looking at the future, looking ahead, nothing really specific or, you know, in depth. But the one thing I did want to talk about is that, again, this is a high level look at the stuff to come. So it doesn't include certain things like, let's just say, the music sheets that they showed in Loa on. It doesn't include like the art passive changes that Korea is getting this week. Personally, for me, I would think that we're going to get the art passive system changes this week. Russia, they said that they're getting it in, I believe, February. I would have loved to see it earlier, but my hopium is that it will come this week and not in February, because it still does suck for a lot of people to have to go through tier 3 and then have to like figure out a brand new system. So I would love to see a simultaneous release with Korea to have that arc passive change, but maybe that's just a little bit of a hopium copium. But yes, this is the roadmap for the next couple of months. Honestly, I would say that it's to be expected, I guess, right? There's nothing really too like interesting or new here, but it's just kind of confirming what we already knew. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you excited about the stuff to come? Are you not? And also, as always, if you want to support the channel, hitting the subscribe button is the best way. And then I stream every single night on twitch.tv/MeSuckShiro. I'd love to see you guys there. But if not, hopefully I see y'all on the next video. All right, guys. Peace.